Hi guys, how you doing? Another day at home indoors. Brilliant sunshine outside. Alexa, what's the temperature?
At the moment, it's 23 degrees Celsius. Today, you can expect a high of 27 degrees.
So again, I can't take Max out at lunchtime because it's too hot. So I'm just going to stay indoors and relax and get on with what I was doing. So we got up this morning, guys, at 20. Well, it was up just after 7 o'clock this morning. People are waking up early because it's hot. Bright sunshine first thing in the morning. It's hot. People are getting up early. The day is longer. So basically, I got up, shot up, took Max out for a walk as early as possible. Lots of people about, loads of them taking their dogs out early because it heats up. 12 and 4, it's too hot. So between the hours of 12 and 4, when it's terrific heat like it has been in Rochester, we've had a massive couple of heat waves. And I know that when I went out this morning, there was a spot of rain outside. But between 12 and 4, the sun is at its hottest. And I'm not going out between those hours anywhere. I'm just relaxing indoors, keeping cool. I don't want to do live streams. TikTok's gone down the pan. It has. For the past 4 live streams, I don't know what's happening with TikTok, if they've shadow banned me or it's just not the same. You're sitting there and it's like you're talking to yourself, and I just can't be doing with that. I mean, I can spend 2 hours talking to myself. Do you know what I mean? You just sat there, there's nobody coming in, there's nobody really interacting, so I might as well go and do some fucking washing up. I've already done my washing this morning. I don't want to sit outside on the balcony and the shenanigans going up and down the road. You know what I mean? I'd rather sit indoors in the quiet. As soon as I go out onto that balcony, the dogs start barking. People start, like the noise starts, you know. I can't sit on my balcony. It's like they come out. The gang stalkers sit on their balcony, their dogs start barking. I don't want it. I'd rather sit indoors. Sit down and watch a Netflix film. That's what I'm going to do. Now, what can you do? This is the times we live in. The cost of living is extortionate. The price of food is disgusting. The quality of the food is disgusting. The size of the food is so tiny. You've eaten it, you want something else because it doesn't satisfy you. This is what we're living like right now, and that's it. I feel safer indoors than I do outside, so that's what I'm doing. Now you've got some engines going off. So guys, I was hand washing my clothes in the sink and the phone rang. It was my mother. So I was hand washing my clothes, like scrubbing my clothes. Turned round, I saw my phone going off. And it was my mum calling, and I picked up the phone and hello. And I haven't answered the phone for a few days now. So I answered the phone, and I haven't seen my mother for probably about a couple of months now, and I'm not starting to go up there now. And I knew I wasn't going up there. That's no problem with me. I was at the sink, washing my clothes, I answered the phone. My mum goes, hello, how are you? And I'm not putting roses on it. I said, I mean, you know, everything's shit. It is. Everything's shit. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. Ever since my benefits have been swapped over, it's a struggle because I used to like calculate everything every 2 weeks. Now it's every month. And it's like this for everybody since the government's messed around in people's benefits. They've messed around in the elderly people's benefits, and elderly people are worse off. They're doing it to everybody. It's like the government doesn't want people to actually live. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to get involved in politics, but it just feels like we're being stopped doing anything that makes us get any enjoyment out of life. And I have to. I love my music, so I had my music on. I was actually dancing to music, washing my clothes, and then my mum rang the phone. And she just said, all right. She said, well, I'll ring you again this afternoon. And I said, what for? Oh, because I like to make sure you're okay. No, it's to make me angry. It's to cause trouble, make me cross and angry and upset me. And I should know, I've known my mother since I was a kid. So I know what my mother does. She stirs up trouble. And she's very good at it. And I was happy. I was listening to music. I was in the washing my clothes. I've hung them out, and I hung them out after my mother rang the phone. And the first thing that happened when I hung my clothes out on the washing line was someone over there and down there. Dogs started barking. And what makes me cross is I had emails saying to me, oh, I've gone down to the seaside every day this week. But there's loads of people at home today, and I can't be the only one that doesn't go to work. So there's a woman over there with a dog barking. There's a woman down there with a dog barking. And you can see there's other people at home. There's a young lady over there, and I think she must be disabled or she must work from home, because she's very often sat outside in skimpy clothes. So she'll be right opposite my bedroom window in skimpy clothing. And no, I don't want to look at that outside my window. But when you're opening the window up in the morning, or you're sitting down on your bed, and your view is a woman with skin tight clothes on, I can't. That's what's in my sight, right? I can't help that. So I'm going to look for places to move to again. I'm going to look up on the website. I've got to sort my rent out. And the Medway Council always used to pay my rent a month in arrears. So it's a bit messy when they changed over my benefits. So I'm going to do what I can to stop that, to pay the rent, and then I'm going to have to pay more rent. And it's ridiculous mess. And the water rates kept taking extortionate amounts of money out of my bank account without asking me, so I've stopped the direct debits. That's another thing that caused me to go overdrawn this month. The water rates just taking money out willy-nilly, not telling me that the prices have gone up, and just done it. So I should pay the water rates with a card, or I pay them online, and they're not taking money out of my bank account like that again. And this happens to a lot of people. Direct debits taking money out over the money that you've agreed for them to take out, and it causes people hardship, financial hardship. And that's what happened to me this month. So we've stopped the direct debit, so it's hard this month. I'm going to have nothing this week, nothing at all. And it's going to be like that over the weekends. I won't be able to go out anywhere over the weekend, which is fine. These things happen. I'm not going to get cross. I'm trying to get on with my life. I was dancing in the kitchen. I was happy, and my mum rings the phone, and she's just trying to stir trouble up. That's all she's trying to do. That's what the devil does. They stirs trouble up, makes you feel horrible, and then it starts laughing. So she's happy on her own. I'm happy on my own. She's my mother. So she'll keep continuing to call me. I said, well, why are you calling this afternoon? Oh, because I want to make sure you're okay. But she's upsetting me. And she used to do it to my dad, she used to do it to my sister. She just latches on to somebody, even her own family, excommunicated my mum from the phone. She never went to her mum's funeral, and my mum had nothing to do with her. Because this is the way my mother is. She keeps ringing people up on the phone, and she'll upset them. Her own family excommunicate. I feel sorry for my mum. She can't help it. It's an illness. She doesn't want you, because when you go up there, she'll start arguing with you and being cross. She doesn't want you. That's the way she is. So, what did she want? Nothing. She didn't want anything at all. She rang for absolutely no reason. She's not worried about me at all. I've told you what's happened to me and what my dad did to me. She's not worried about my safety or me at all. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. And that's the end of that. And I'm not going to get cross, and I'm not going to get angry. Why she is incessantly calling me on the phone 7 days a week, 4 times a day, I haven't got a clue. It's to stir trouble up and cause a reaction. And I have to live like this, so I am trying to move out. And that is what I'm trying to do. I've got food, I've got drink. It's been like this since I was a kid. I didn't have many friends, and that's because my father was abusing me. He was sexually abusing me and beating me, and I was afraid to tell anyone because my dad had threatened me. My mum was no use at all to me as a mother. She witnessed my father beat me. I got a broken nose. I'm not being nasty to my mother, but I don't really want to know my mum. Up in Gloucestershire, I lived for 22 years without my mother. She didn't come up to see me once. Always on the phone, but never coming up to see me. And I don't have a mum. I don't have a mum. When my dad was alive, she didn't like giving me anything. But when my dad died, she was giving me my father's money. It was my dad's money. It wasn't hers. It was my dad's. And I didn't find out my dad was dead till two days after he passed away. She didn't even send somebody to my door to tell me my father had died. I just don't get on with the woman. I don't get on with the woman. I just don't. There's a case where Dave Peltzer, the child called It, his mother burnt him. His mother put washing up liquid in his mouth, punished him, and treated other members of the family better than him. And he just didn't want anything to do with his mother. And I'm afraid that's the way I feel about mine. That's the way I feel about mine. I was going up there. There's a lot of things that I can tell you when I came down from Gloucestershire and lived with my parents, and I wasn't treated like a daughter at all. When I was a kid, I felt like I was some kind of slave. My sister was going out to places while I was indoors sweeping the stairs, peeling the potatoes. I was always the one that was stuck indoors, but I wasn't beautiful. I couldn't call myself Cinderella because I wasn't as pretty as Cinderella. So I was this child that was always stuck indoors cleaning and slaving and fucking being treated like shit. And my sister was the one that they treated, and she went out everywhere. But I'm not blaming my sister. My sister's long gone. She passed away in 2011. But they gave my sister everything. And my dad said to me that I was an experiment, that he was going to give my sister everything in this life, and he was going to give me nothing. And that's the way it's always been. I've got nothing. I don't expect anything. I've got nothing. I was an experiment. It came out of my own father's mouth. So what do people want me to do? I've never been rich. I've never known luxury. What do people want me to do? What do they expect of me? Why is my mum ringing me up? What is this pressure that I've got to do something? Because nothing ever happens. People outside ain't real. I spoke to that Charlie, and he showed me that his own girlfriend's got a made up surname. Wolf. 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 It's all bollocks. There's whatever I do, whoever I speak to, it's not going to change. It's made up bullshit. What do people want from me? What do you want from me? You want to listen? I can't sit in my flat and be quiet. I've got neighbours banging against the wall. They've been up since they was up till, it must have been the early hours of the morning, banging against my wall. I just went to sleep. I don't give a shit anymore. If they want to stay awake all night, banging my wall, and someone is sending me emails, which I've told them to stop doing it. I don't want to talk to you. I don't know who you are. You're giving me fake fucking photographs, telling me bollocks. I don't want it. How many more times do I have to say? If you can't be a real person to me, go away. I don't want your made up shit. I don't care if you're a chef, a doctor, a fucking wizard in your head. If you're lying to me, fuck off. Simple. It is like being on television in a soap opera. Everywhere I go, when I go out to the seaside, when I go in the shop, when I walk down the fucking street, it gets on my nerves. What do these people want?
Hi guys, how you doing?
Well, it's obvious they want a reaction and they want you to start crying and screaming and start laughing. They don't care what your situation is. Let's face it, people, yeah? Nobody could care less about me, right? I've known that since I was a child, which is very nasty to find out when you're young. But it goes for everybody else. No one gives a shit about anybody else anymore. They fucking don't. The days of Princess Diana have gone. The woman that cared, the woman that drove around and gave things to the homeless, the woman that helped people with AIDS, who put her own life on the line with the landmines. There's nobody like Diana. There never will be anymore. There just won't be. This world is a selfish, horrible, nasty place. Right now, it is. And I'm protecting myself from it. That's what I'm doing. And if it's safer for me to be indoors than out there, then so be it. And I'm not a sex object. I'm wearing clothes because I'm hot. I don't want to walk past dusty blokes up and down the street, across the road, over there, down there. I'm nearly 60. I want to just be left alone. That's all I ask. I don't want this crap. And if somebody, even if it is my mother that has signed me up for this bullshit, you've not, this isn't helping me. This is driving me round the fucking bend. It's not helping me. Pestered. I am absolutely pestered, non-stop, morning to night, 24 fucking hours of the day. Noise. Can't leave me alone. What is the big deal? This email. What do you want? I'm just emailing you, Crystal, to see how you are. I've been down to the beach. How are you? I mean, what the fucking hell? What fucking nut does that? emailing me under the name of my son. It's not my son. You're sick in the head. How are you doing? 10:27 a.m. Chigi Nizu Ubochi. I mean, what name is that? Chigi Weezo Uboki. How are you doing? Well, how the fucking hell do you think I'm doing? How do you think I'm doing? Do you want me out in the streets? What do you want? Do you want to run me over with a tractor? What the fucking hell do you want from me? Seriously? And I'm joking, but I mean, really. You know how I'm doing. Because you keep fucking pestering me every day. You know it's annoying me. So why are you fucking doing it? Fuck off. I don't want you. I don't like you. I don't even know who you are. See you later.